I am Anindita Banerjee, and I'm at my exhibition Dada Finding Dada at the Deakin University Art Gallery. In this exhibition, I talk about my Dada, who is my paternal grandfather, and I think of him through the lens of a migrant in Australia. I often see his facial features amongst people whom I meet, especially people who have influenced my life at various points. The fact that I see his face in amongst people that I'm either interacting with or out in the crowds actually has made me think of the anthropological studies that have been made about the similarities of the DNA amongst Indian people and the Aboriginal people over here. I don't know whether it is the basis of those studies or just my migrant mind playing tricks with me that makes me actually see Dada in the faces of people that I interact with. And I say people a number of times, but these are actually important men in my life that I have met, or they are part of my life that have been there for me. Sometimes they are friends or family, or mentors or gurus that I have had the good fortune to have in my life. So this body of work is almost like an archaeological exercise. So I knew who are the people that I want to include in this exhibition. And then instead of actually doing photo shoots with those people, I went back through, thousands and thousands of photographs to actually find images that remind me of the moment where they made me feel like I found Dada in them. I've always used Alpona as a metaphor for my identity in my practice. And an Alpona is a rice flower drawing from West Bengal, where I grew up. The way I use Alpona in my photographs is usually digitally putting them in after I have worked on the photographs. But in this one, I just wanted to have something tangible on it, a physical, hands-on kind of an experience. And that was when I was also reading about batik in Shantiniketan. So what I did was I actually went back to Shantiniketan in Kolkata. It's actually a university town and a craft village about 1.5 hours away from Kolkata. And why I wanted to learn batik at Shantiniketan and not anywhere else is because the Shantiniketani batik is based on Alpona, and Alpona is such an intrinsic part of my practice. Pairing it back to the authentic use of batik on fabric makes sense. So that is why I made 4 central works in this exhibition. I printed the photographs on model muslin and did some waxwork on it. And the way we have set it up is that they're sitting in dye in the central part of this exhibition. And over the course of multiple weeks that we'll have this exhibition on, the dye is slowly going to creep up. It is going to reveal the Alpona motif that the wax has, but at the same time, it is actually going to change the hues of the printed photographs. So dyeing of fabric is often quite temperamental, and it is also quite a fast process. In these 4 works, what I've done is I've tried to slow this process down and create almost a suspension in time that slowly reveals the design or the motifs of the Alpona. But at the same time, it alludes to this suspended in between multiple worlds kind of a feeling that migrants have often. It's really interesting. I'm talking about migrant experience sitting in a country where 97% of its people are migrants, irrespective of which generation has actually migrated. What I want people to go away with from this exhibition is an understanding of this migrant third space. By migrant third space, what I mean is this strange world that we migrants create in our mind. It's this intangible space which has a mix of experiences and memories, and it's almost like a capsule of the past. And then all it needs is a flicker of light, or a certain smell or a food or something that takes you back to a time. And more often than not, that memory is actually a highly romanticized memory of that time. When I talk about the migrant third space, I'm not just talking about that romanticized memory, but this almost like a time travel that we do. as soon as something reminds us of an experience of the past, what I would like people to think about is that third space. And you don't have to migrate from one country to the other to be able to, experience that third space. All you need to do is to leave home, and that third space is created for you. I see myself using batik for a long time in my practice now, and I think I will be going back to Shantiniketan several times a year now to actually learn this even better.